Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum, and welcome to the very first episode of our podcast series on the Constitution of Pakistan. My name is Abrar Haq, and in this journey we will explore some of the most important parts of our Constitution, the fundamental rights given in the Article 8 to 28. These articles are not just words on paper, they are promises, guarantees from the state to its people, ensuring dignity, freedom, and justice. In short, they define how we live as a citizen of Pakistan. Imagine for a moment you are arrested without a reason and your property is taken away unfairly. You are told cannot practice without constitutional protections. You would be helpless, but our constitution safeguards us against such injustice, and that's exactly why fundamental rights exist. First of all, what are fundamental rights? So fundamental rights are a set of guarantees written in the Constitution of Pakistan 1973. They are legally enforceable, meaning if the state violates them, you can go to the court and the court can protect you. These rights ensures that every citizen is equal before the law. No one can be arbitrarily deprived of life, liberty, or property. Freedom of speech, religion, assembly, and movement is protected. Education is recognized as a right. In short, fundamental rights are the backbone of the democracy. Why they are in the Constitution? The question arises that fundamental rights are covered in Part 2, Chapter 1 of the Constitution from Article 8 to Article 28. Let me give you a brief roadmap of what's inside these articles. Article 8, law inconsistent with fundamental rights are avoided. Article 9 to 12 covers security of person, safeguards against slavery and forced labor, protection of dignity, freedom of movement. Article 13 to 16 protects from double punishment, ensures fair trial, allow peaceful assembly. And Article 17 to 20, political rights, freedom of speech, association, religion. Article 21 to 22, safeguards against religious taxation and discrimination in educational institutions. Article 23 to 25, property rights, equality before law, non-discrimination. Article 25A, right to education. Article 26 to 28, access to public places, language and cultural rights of minorities. These 20 articles together form the soul of our Constitution. Why they matters? Why these articles are the backbone of the Constitution? Why are these rights so important? Because they protect the individuals against misuse of power of the state. For example, the Supreme Court of Pakistan has often struck down laws that violated these rights. In the famous case of Benazir Bhutto versus Federation of Pakistan 1988, the court upheld the importance of freedom of association and political rights. Similarly, Shera Zia versus Wabda 1994 expanded the meaning of right to life in Article 9, saying it includes the right to live in a clean environment. So these articles are not dead letters, they are living principles shaping the relationships between citizens and the state. So what are the challenges to practice these articles? But we also need to ask, are these rights fully respected in Pakistan today? The reality is sometimes they are violated. Journalists force restrictions on free speech. Minority groups still struggle for equal treatment. The right to fair trial and freedom from arbitrary arrest are sometimes compromised. This gap between theory and practice is something we will keep exploring throughout these series. So today, we laid the foundation of understanding what fundamental rights are, why they matter, and how Article 8 to 28 form their core. In our next episode, we will begin with Article 8 itself, the gatekeeper of fundamental rights. We will see how it declares that no law can exist if it contradicts these rights, and what that means for the balance between parliament and the constitution. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast so more people can learn about their constitutional rights. Bundle of thanks.